I keep seeing videos of the shelves at Walmart being empty. I've been at Walmart probably 3 times this week and all the shelves are full. Is this like a scare tactic with the tariffs, or are we going back to, I don't want to say it, but 2020 times?
So Walmart and Target went to the Trump administration and said shelves will start to look empty by the summer. This is what this means. So this is the current map of outgoing, incoming shipments into China, East Asia. Pretty busy, I think everyone would agree. Each one of these is a cargo ship with hundreds of containers on it. Now, typically this is what the port of LA looks like. Currently, this is what the port of LA is looking like. If you look at the number of yellow ships coming in, it's very, very low. This is not normal. These are supposed to be consumer products and all the things that we use on a daily basis. Those are not coming in. So when you wonder how tariffs will affect the consumer, importers like me have asked to stop shipments coming in. We cannot afford these tariffs and we don't think our customers will pay for that. So now basic supply and demand, with decreased supply, prices will go up significantly.
Are Walmart shelves totally empty? Let's go see. I feel like everybody's saying the shelves are empty, the shelves are empty. And if there's one thing about me, I hate fear mongering. So let's go see if it's true. All right, I'll get to food in a second, but it's also very important to have first aid. Honestly, the over-the-counter pain medicine looks pretty good. For my friends with babies, the formula does not look too shabby. The same with diapers, but I will say the wipes look a little sparse. Dog food is, again, the shelves are fine, but this is pretty empty up at the top where they have the overstock. The cat food section is looking a lot better. The dry food is a little empty up at the top, but as you can see up at the top, they have the overstock for the cat. That's the canned cat food. Juice is super empty, and the aisle with like Capri Suns and stuff was super empty as well. The milk section looks pretty soft, maybe like a little sparse, but nothing crazy. There are definitely some gaps in like the almond milk and stuff like that. The yogurt section is very sparse. There is not a lot. The shelves are pretty empty. Okay, here's the meat section. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I don't eat meat, so I never come here. It doesn't look super empty to me. Maybe like this is a little empty, the sausages and stuff. And maybe a little bit for the hot dogs, but it's definitely like nothing super crazy. And then let me walk down to the lunch meat. That also, oh no, that is a little bit empty. Not terribly, but definitely some gaps. This looks relatively empty again. This is like chicken breasts and stuff like that. I think the pork looks okay, at least to me. It doesn't look super empty. And then down here to like steaks and beef, definitely a few gaps. The soups and all the ramen is looking pretty good. The tuna and chicken is looking pretty decent. Canned tomatoes and pasta sauce are looking pretty full with a little bit of overstock left on the top. Canned vegetables are not looking too shabby. I don't see any huge gaps anywhere. Dried beans are definitely pretty empty. Rice, kind of the same thing, not looking super great. Actually, honestly, the big bags of rice, like the 10 and 20-pound bags, are completely gone. Flour is not terrible, but definitely some gaps. Peanut butter and jelly looks pretty good. The burger buns and like hot dog buns are a little low, but nothing too bad. And then down further is bread. There are a couple gaps, but honestly, nothing crazy. And then on this side is a coffee. I don't really see any gaps, honestly. It looks pretty full to me. Snack bars are super low. There's like a bunch of gaps. Sugar is getting pretty low and there's nothing on top. On the other side though, the spices look pretty good and there's plenty of overstock. Gatorade is starting to get kind of low, and energy drinks, if you're an energy drink drinker, water doesn't look too bad. For the most part, it is pretty stocked up. On the other side though, over here where paper plates are, there's hardly any paper plates left.
Dividend investors, welcome back to the channel. My name is Said with Said's Dividends. If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. I like to break down the best dividend stocks and income strategies. And I also like to talk about mindset. You have to have a specific mindset to invest. But today I'm taking a closer look at Walmart to see if it's a smart buy in 2025. Dividend growth, tariffs, boycotts, analyst forecasts. What does it all mean? So I'm going to cover it all. So let's jump into it. Now let's talk about dividend performance. Walmart has marked its 52nd consecutive year of dividend increases in 2025. The annual dividend is now 94 cents per share or 23.5 cents quarterly, up 13% from last year. That puts the current dividend yield at around 0.95% with a payout ratio of 39%, a sign of a well-managed, sustainable dividend. Now, the yield may seem low compared to high-yield stocks, but this is a consistent, dependable income backed by strong fundamentals. I mean, it's Walmart. I mean, come on. Let's talk about these tariffs and trade impact. In early 2025, as we all know, the U.S. introduced a new wave of import tariffs targeting a wide range of consumer goods, everything from electronics to clothing. Walmart, which imports roughly 30-35% of its U.S. inventory, was directly in the crosshairs. Picture your local Walmart, you go into it and 30% of it is gone. That's how much of Walmart's inventory is impacted. Now, as a result, we saw a 35% drop in cargo traffic at the port of Los Angeles, and reports say Walmart faced delays and rising costs on key items like apparel and home goods. The company responded quickly, though. They shifted sourcing from China to Vietnam and India, even parts of Latin America, leveraging its massive logistics network to blunt the impact. But let's be honest, there's only so much cost Walmart can absorb before these prices go up. I mean, it's just going to happen. Executives have warned that continued tariffs could lead to tighter margins or higher prices for shoppers, especially in the lower income areas where Walmart is most relied upon. Let's talk about this as well. Now, in April, Walmart became a target for a nationwide boycott campaign called the Walmart Blackout, organized by People's Union USA. Now, it wasn't just them. I go to TikTok a lot, watch a lot of videos, and I see people on TikTok spreading the word about boycotting Walmart as well. So they're getting hit from all sorts of areas, just like Target. And the protest was sparked by Walmart's recent decision to scale back its DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, which some saw as a shift away from previously stated commitments. In my opinion, anytime you get political and you're a business, you're just asking for it. Now, the group urged customers to avoid Walmart stores and online purchases on April 7th, and the campaign gained traction on social media with hashtags like hashtag Walmart Blackout and hashtag Hold Them Accountable, trending on X. While Walmart hasn't released specific numbers, foot traffic data from third-party firms show a noticeable dip in store visits that week. This kind of public backlash shows that even retail giants like Walmart are not immune to reputational risk in 2025. The political climate is very, very volatile right now. Whether or not it affects the bottom line long term, it definitely affects brand perception, especially among younger and more socially conscious shoppers. Again, anytime you get political, you're asking for trouble if you are a business. So what's ahead for Walmart? Some analysts see the stock reaching $110 by year end, while others predict a range between $95 and $138. That's a wide spread, but Walmart has gained about 40% over the past year, which sparks to its resilience. Walmart isn't just a retailer anymore. It's expanding into Walmart Plus, third-party fulfillment, and advertising. These higher margin business segments are helping it compete with Amazon and diversify beyond retail. So Walmart's thinking ahead of the game, keeping up with the times, knowing that delivery is a big thing, knowing that online shopping is a big thing. So by diversifying beyond retail, it's going to keep them relevant for a long time. In conclusion, Walmart remains a solid dividend stock with consistent dividend growth and strong fundamentals, but tariffs, shifting supply chains, and public perception are wild cards you can't ignore. For long-term dividend investors, Walmart still offers stability, but it's not without risk. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Says Dividends, for more deep dives like this one. And I will try to post new dividend breakdowns every week. In the comments, let me know what stocks you are interested in if you like me to break down, or let me know your thoughts about Walmart. Is it a good buy, or is it a sell, or is it a hold? Talk to you soon. Peace.